Right, hello. Video number 2 of the holiday. So, Eddie and myself have now checked in to the Wave Hotel at Butlins, Bognor. It's my second time in one of these Wave hotel rooms. It's Eddie's first time. Eddie's next door. So, I think I'd done a guided tour in January on one of these rooms when I was upgraded, but I don't think I had the new camera. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't have the new camera then. So, but now I've got the new camera, so we're going to do it again. So, Wave Hotel, Butlins, Bognor. So, I'm going to give you a guided tour of the room. Here we go. So, the front door. Hello, front door. So, as you walk in, the actual corridor is actually quite long, which is amazing. So as you walk in, on the right you have the bathroom. On the left you've got your shower, an amazing coloured splashback, which I love. Your shower, you've got a bath as well, and I might actually have a bath for a change instead of a shower later, but who knows. So you then got your shelving, plenty of towels. They do change during your week's holiday, your 4-dayer. They will change your towels at least once during the week for you. Shelving, towels, plenty of towels, shelving with all my smellies and bits and bobs on. Coming round to the right, you have, don't worry, I'm not going to scare you and see me on as you're not. Then you've got your mirror and your wash bowl, your wash basin. The floor does get wet. Like if you're just having a quick splosh over the sink, you'll try and be as careful as you can, but you always end up getting wet floor. So there's your bathroom. And just think. So, coming out of your bathroom, then up your corridor, a very long corridor. Left you got a mirror, and then your next right hand turn you have the bunk bed room. Now the neon lights are on, which I think it looks absolutely amazing. Neon lights are on. I will put the proper light on in a second. So you've got 2 bunk beds, a set of bunk beds shall I say, on the right. And then on the left you've got this amazing shelving system and a mirror. Plenty of room. This is so ideal for kids. So you've got your top bunk. Each bunk, top and lower, has got a telly. Here's your top one. There's your lower bunk. Now, I'm going to put the proper light on so you can see it without the neons on. So, when I was in one of these rooms in January, when I was upgraded to the hotel, I actually, for one night during the week's stay, I actually slept in one of these beds. Cosy, yes. Having a telly on each bunk, quite good. But what I found was in January, and I will try these out in the week, is half the channels on the tellies in this room weren't even tuned in. I think you had about 3 channels, I think. So that weren't too good, but I will play about with the two TVs later. So that's your bunk bedroom. As I said, on the left you've got a load of shelving, remote for your telly, loads of shelving, interesting fake door with an octopus on it. Anyway, you come out of your bunk bedroom and you go into the main living, well, the main bedroom, which is a fair size, as you can see. So just above the bed you've got a neon which changes colour. I'll have to find the secret switch, but that actually changes colour. Your double bed, just over the other side of the room, 2 seats, the window, nice curtains. The window this side looks over into one of the car parks, which is fine, no drama. Couple of comfy swivel seats, a little workstation for the women and girls in your life, for them to sit and put their makeup on and dry their hair. You've got a hair dryer there and a little blue stool. Really clean. These rooms are really clean. Now I've watched the mirror. Hello mirror. I've recently watched a couple of random reviews, recent YouTube reviews on these rooms, and in general everyone's been quite happy with them, but people have said that there's random stains on the carpet, rotting here and there. Now in this particular room there's a little speck of red just by the front door, but in general it's really clean. So you've got 2 little side tables to put your phone on, radio on. On the wall you've got your telly. Now just underneath your telly you have got this AV system. I'll just zoom in on that. That's it. Yeah, so just under your telly, which is on your wall, you've got a little audio video section with audio in and out, PC, HDMI. Now when I reviewed the room I was in January, it wasn't this room. I think I was further to the left. I'm roughly in the middle-ish. When I reviewed this, when I was upgraded in January, I had the same issue. Now I've plugged my phone into this, into the AV section, and there seems to be no power to it at all, which is the exactly same issue I had with the one when I tested it in January. So yeah, that ain't good. It obviously ain't tested, so there you go. Just above the headboard you have got these reading lights, which are quite handy. So find the button with changes. Yeah, so you've got 2 reading lights, one either side of the headboard, just underneath the pretty neon light. Now over there, and you will remember from the first video I've done in January, your wardrobe system So, from right to left, you've got plenty of shelving. Loads of shelving in there. Loads of shelving. And as you see, I've put all my bits and bobs in there. Next one along is your main wardrobe. Plenty of hangers, loads of hangers. Shelving at the top. Loads of hangers. Is all my shirts and jackets, which half of which I probably won't even wear this week, but there you go. You do get a safe if you want to use a safe, and just underneath the safe you have got more shelving. You have got an ironing board, you have got an iron in your cupboard next door, which is quite handy. And to the left of that is your tea and coffee station. Kettle, load of mugs, load of sachets of tea, coffee, milk, you get half a dozen mugs. Underneath you've got a fridge. You've got your own little fridge. It is small. You will get a reasonable amount in now if you really wanted to. But it's handy to have a fridge. As I explained, me and Eddie have gone self-catering again. So that's handy, that because I bought my own coffee, my own mug and bits and bobs, so at least I can have a half decent cup of coffee on demand if I really wanted one. So yeah, the bed's really comfy. So this is another review, 2025 November, of one of the Wave hotel rooms at Butlins, Bognor. No issues, no complaints, comfortable, quiet, very quiet. I think I said this last time, it was quite packed in January, and it's quite packed this week because the car park is absolutely rammed. It's absolutely jam-packed, so there's quite a lot of people in the hotel, and to be fair, it's so quiet. As I said, Eddie's next door, his room's exactly the same as this one. So that's it. The review of the Wave Hotel, one of the Wave hotel rooms at Butlins, Bognor, November 2025. I will be doing a walk around video on Camping the Week. It's early doors yet. I've got to plan that one out tomorrow, Wednesday maybe. So hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you enjoyed the review. No issues. It's comfortable. It's clean. It's quiet. And we've paid 55 quid. And as I said, that is with no meal plan. It's just self-catering, no food plan. 55 quid each for this room. And Eddie's room, who's next door, he's got exactly the same layout. We'll catch you later.